Welcome to Cognitive Curves, where we unravel the complexities of the human mind, one layer at a time. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of micro-expressions, those fleeting facial movements that reveal more than words ever could. These expressions are involuntary, occurring in less than half a second, and yet they hold an entire story in that brief moment. It's like a hidden language your face speaks without you even realizing it. Are you ready to learn this secret language? Have you ever felt like someone was smiling but their eyes betrayed something darker? Or maybe you sensed anger in their face, even when their words were polite? These moments are not just your gut instinct. They're real, scientifically proven phenomena called micro-expressions. And today we're going to learn how to decode them. Because let's face it, understanding this hidden language could be the key to knowing what people are really thinking. Micro-expressions are those quick, involuntary facial movements that flash across our faces and reveal our true emotions. The fascinating part is that these expressions are universal. Whether you're from New York or New Delhi, your expressions of happiness, sadness, anger, and more are almost identical to everyone else's. This was proven through groundbreaking research by psychologist Paul Ekman, who identified 7 universal micro-expressions: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, disgust, surprise, and contempt. Why should you care? Well, imagine if you could walk into a room and understand exactly how people are feeling, whether they're hiding their discomfort, feeling genuinely excited, or masking their anger with a smile. It's like having a psychological superpower, and today we're going to start unlocking it. The 7 universal micro-expressions. Picture this. You're at a friend's surprise party and the guest of honor walks in. Even before the words leave their mouth, you see it. Their cheeks rise, their eyes crinkle with genuine joy. That's real happiness, shining through in a split second, long before they say, "Oh my gosh." When we genuinely feel happy, those tiny lines form around our eyes, creating what scientists call Duchenne smiles. Now, imagine a colleague at work telling you they're doing okay. But just as they finish the sentence, the corners of their lips droop slightly and their eyes look down for a moment. That tiny change, that sadness, hiding in plain sight behind their brave face. When people are sad, their inner eyebrows raise and their lower lip might tremble just a little. Let's say you walk into a room expecting a meeting, but you're greeted with, "Congratulations, you got the promotion." In that moment, your eyebrows shoot up, your eyes widen, and your mouth opens in shock. It's involuntary, pure, unfiltered surprise. Whether it's a good surprise or a bad one, our faces react the same way initially, with eyes wide open and raised brows. Picture walking alone at night and hearing footsteps behind you. You freeze. Your upper eyelids lift, exposing more of the whites of your eyes, and your lips part slightly as your breathing quickens. That flash of fear is your brain preparing you for potential danger. Fear is almost primal. Our eyes widen as if to take in more information, preparing our bodies for fight or flight. Ever had someone cut you off in traffic? Before you even register it, your eyes narrow, your jaw tightens, and your brows furrow. That's anger, and it's almost primal, a warning to back off or get ready to face the consequences. Anger is all about tension, with clenched jaws and tightened eyebrows as our bodies get ready to confront the source of our irritation. Think of tasting spoiled milk. The moment it hits your tongue, your nose wrinkles and your upper lip curls up instinctively. That's your brain's way of saying, "This isn't right. Get rid of it." Disgust is our biological rejection button, and it often involves scrunching up the nose as if trying to physically remove the offensive stimulus. Imagine someone bragging incessantly about their accomplishments. You smile politely, but one side of your mouth twitches up ever so slightly. That's contempt, a subtle signal of superiority or disbelief that you didn't even mean to show. It's that slight smirk that hints at hidden judgments or disapproval. So, why do these expressions matter so much? In the 1960s, Paul Ekman and his team found that micro-expressions are not learned. They are innate. This means that even if you try to hide your emotions, your face betrays them in less than a second. It's an automatic evolutionary mechanism that helps us communicate, even when we don't want to. Take law enforcement as an example. Trained professionals use micro-expressions to gauge whether a suspect is being honest or deceptive. Politicians and media figures are scrutinized for their facial reactions, revealing their true thoughts when their words might be trying to say something else. Mastering this hidden language gives you an edge, not just in reading others, but in becoming more aware of your own expressions. Let's talk about a real-world example. During a high-stakes poker game, players are trained to read these fleeting expressions. A slight tightening of the lips or a flash of fear in the eyes can give away a player's nerves or confidence. In negotiations, noticing a micro-expression of contempt or doubt can be your cue to change your approach. Or think about your personal relationships. Maybe you sense that a loved one is saying they're fine, but their micro-expressions tell you otherwise. Recognizing that fleeting sadness or anger can lead to more honest conversations and deeper connections. Once you start noticing these micro-expressions, you'll see the world differently. They're the unspoken language of human emotion. The key is not just seeing these signals, but understanding what they mean in context. Ready to master the art of reading people? Subscribe to Cognitive Curves and explore more hidden truths that shape our interactions. The smallest expressions can tell the biggest stories. Are you ready to see them?